still has a lot to learn about adding his inventory to the back office database. In the last course, Professor Silver taught him about categories and items. In this course, Nick will learn about variations and modifiers.
Hi, Professor Silver. Are you going to show me how to customize my inventory items now?
Yes, I am. NCR Silver allows for a lot of inventory customization, including variations and modifiers. First, we will talk about variations. Variations are defined options that must be selected when selling an item. For example, a t-shirt company sells both black and white t-shirts that come in small, medium, and large. Both the color and the size would be considered variations.
So, for Nick's Coffee Room, if I sell a latte that comes in 3 sizes with 3 different options for milk, size and milk type would be variations.
Exactly. You can add up to 3 variation groups for each item.
How does that affect the sales price? A small latte at Nick's Coffee Room costs $3, but a medium costs $4, and a large costs $4.50.
Great question. You can choose to sell the item for the same price regardless of the variations, or you can sell to add an item that has variations, select Add Item. Complete the category and item name fields. Then select Extended Item Setup. Select the Add a Variation button. In the Item Variation dialog box, select the drop-down. Notice that there are 3 preset variations: size, color, and flavor. You can also add your own custom variation. When adding a custom variation, you'll have to name the variation group before you can add variations. After you select the variation group, you can add variations.
So, if one of my variations is size, I would select size from the drop-down and then add the different sizes.
That's right. After you add the variations, you can update price and cost. The price and cost drop-down offers the option to use a single price and cost for all variations, or use one of the variation groups for pricing and cost.
I'll select Use Size for pricing and cost.
Exactly. Then, just type in the sales price and unit cost for each size that you created. This is how an item with variations will appear in the POS app. Now we'll talk about modifiers. Modifiers are optional selections used at the POS to give instructions about how items should be prepared. Modifiers make it easy to select options and extras when selling an item. They can be set up once and reused across items.
How are modifiers different from variations?
Great question. Variations are required selections, and modifiers are optional. Modifiers are often used in restaurant settings to notify the kitchen how to prepare an order. When thinking about modifiers, keep picky eaters in mind. For example, a sandwich comes with a preset list of condiments. Each of those condiments could be a modifier, so the customer can decide if there is something to leave off the sandwich or something to add more of.
Oh, so I could use flavorings as a modifier for my lattes. Some customers like no flavoring, but some like vanilla or caramel.
That is a great example, and you can choose whether to charge for those modifiers or not. To add modifiers, first you must create modifier groups. Then you can add individual modifiers under those groups.
Okay, so flavor would be the modifier group, and vanilla and caramel would be the modifiers.
You got it. To create a modifier group, select the Modifiers page under the Inventory menu. Then select Add a Modifier Group and give the group a name. To add modifiers to the group, select Add Modifier. Make sure the group is correct, then name the modifier and update the price if applicable. After creating your modifiers, you can return to the Categories and Items page and either edit an existing item or add a new item. Then select the Assign Item Modifiers button. By default, all of the modifier groups are selected, but you can choose to select only those that apply to the item. This is how an item with modifiers will appear in the POS app. It's so simple to add variations and modifiers to your inventory items with NCR Silver. Variations allow you to define both preset and custom options for your items, and modifiers allow you to create options that can be reused across all of the items in your inventory.
Nick is well on his way to adding all of his inventory items in the back office. Soon he will be able to start using his NCR Silver POS to start selling items in his cafe. Next time, you will learn how to import an existing inventory database to make back office setup even easier.